Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Sweets in a Boat. If you're new to this channel, my name is Daniel. I'm currently upgrading a Regal 272 Commodore from 1995. If you're a boat enthusiast, as I am, consider subscribing to this channel and take part of the awesome content that will be coming up. In this episode, I'm going to talk about bellows. So I have a plan of replacing my bellows by myself. It's on the starboard engine. The port engine bellows are in pretty good shape. There seem to have been replaced recently. I don't know when though, but I'm keeping an eye on it, of course. But the starboard, they are pretty bad shape. Also have been a little bit hesitant about making this video because I think there are just as many ways of replacing these bellows as there are stern drives in the world. I've done a ton of research. I've checked the service manual, I've checked the forums, I've checked the internet and YouTube. Even though I've checked out a lot of stuff, I haven't seen really consistency between these. They're fairly, unique in their own way. So that also tells me there's not one way to do this. I'm gonna tell you a little story. I was down working on my boat a couple of days ago, and I met a guy actually from one of these service companies that are specialized in servicing stern drives. And I told him, man, I'm planning on replacing my bellows by myself. And he's like, oh, no, that's super complicated. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that alone. It made me a little anxious. And I always had like an exit plan. What should I do if I won't be able to do this? And that would be, of course, calling up one of these guys. But enough about that. So I asked this guy, how much do you charge? How much does your company charge for replacing bellows? And he gave me a price of $1,200 for one Alpha 1 Gen 2 stern drive, which I thought, so we didn't talk really much about that. Perhaps he meant with material and with everything, what they usually invoice for a job like that. But I called the company and asked for a price, and they gave me $600 for only for labor without driving to the boat or material, and they only work with OEM parts, which I respect that. I'm using OEM parts in this project as well. So enough said about that. This is my installation. Alright guys, so I've been doing a little bit of my bellows. This is what I've been doing. So I have put in a water hose. I put in the stern drive oil hose. Shut that off because there is still some oil in the reservoir. Got my shift cable routed the correct way inside the engine room. So I'm gonna put on the this bellow here, shift wire, then continue with the exhaust bellow, and then the U-joint bellow. Also have new sensors for trim, and in place, and well, let's just keep going. I'm mostly done with my bellows. It's gonna be super good, but I still have a little ring that I need to put in. I tried to do that without special tools, but it wasn't possible. So I have ordered that tool. I'm waiting for it, and then just gonna put that in, and I'm gonna be done with my bellows. What I can say about bellows is that it's not difficult, but it's quite hard. Meaning that anyone can do this. I did like almost everything without special tools. I'm waiting for the tool I mentioned, and also of course you need that little tool for the hinge pin, and that's also special tools. I forgot to mention that one, but of course you need that one as well. So 2 special tools and otherwise standard tools, which is pretty good. What I meant about not being difficult but being hard is that it's easy to do this. It's just straightforward. Do it one step at a time, and as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, there are millions of ways to do this, and they all say that you should do this in different orders, and do that one before you do that one, and so on. So without really finding conclusive and consistent information about this job, just try to find the best practices and go and went with that. I think I got it together pretty good. But it's a hard job. You don't have much room. It's hard to get your tools in there and all that. So that takes time and a lot of patience to get it together. But otherwise than that, pretty fun job. I'm gonna do the other engine perhaps next year or the year after that, depending on how the bellows deteriorate over time. So enough said about that, guys. Great to see you here. Please subscribe to this channel and hit that notification so you don't miss out on any future videos. And I'll see you in the next one.